BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
These bitches got me fucked up, man. Baby mama tell her tomorrow she needs some money. Man, you better go to Walmart.
Walmart is always hiring. 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 Wonder holler broke, bitch, you get some child support. Section 8 Obamacare, your ass better sell some dope. I ain't here to save your hope, I'm telling you in the dope. Better save your lean card or a twerking liquor store. Better shake it for Habib, better shake it for Mr. Chan. Better shake it for Tyrone, bitch, I don't give a damn. Matter of fact, only fans gon' find your ass a stam. Who was shopping suckers? Bitch, I'm not your fucking man. It's not my fault you got 5 baby daddies with 4 fucking kids and no else to fucking live. Not my problem, better get your ass a job. Go to sleep in trailer parks, better go to fucking Walmart. Walmart is always hiring. 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 Walmart is always hiring.
Off the liquor, but I hit it. Yeah, I'm sipping on some Henny, going in, aisle 6. Hey, let me get some Remy. I'ma have my dick in there before it even hit me. If you think I'm about to drop a dime, how you know you tripping? For me the pussy free. For your man, you charge a fee. I'ma get up in the guts and you gon' try to have my seeds, and I'ma be a deadbeat. I ain't tell you had that kid. You know I was about to nut, but you kept on riding dick. When it comes to being freaky, bitch, you an all-star, but you always broke. Better holler at Walmart, so you better take direction. Or bitch, take this lesson. Now get up on your knees. I don't wanna hear no questions.
Walmart is always hiring. 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 Walmart is always hiring.
And you blood for a lousy nigga convict.
Baby mama terrorist.
You go fuck yourself, convict.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setup. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
Riding around, try to play the Romans, innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake halos. Behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
If you blood for a lousy nigga content. If you blood for a lousy nigga content.
I built that nigga. I built that nigga. I built that nigga.
Yeah. Welcome, thigh. I thought your degrees were your ticket out. Welcome, thigh. You're back with the guys you used to laugh about. Running around, busting down, get community with 6 baby daddies, 5 kids and with. Who would thought it'd be ya? Who would thought it'd be ya? Another Ku Klux Keisha. So believe it or not, you a thought from the block. Use a thought. 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 I thought your degrees were your ticket out. Use a thought. You're back with the guys you used to laugh about. Playing a role, you're not a hoe, saying not a thought. You need to see reality, you was a BMT. Who would thought to be ya? Who would thought to be ya? Another Ku Klux Keisha. So believe it or not, you a thought from the block. Use a thought. 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 So believe it or not, use a thought. Use a thought. Use a thought. Believe it or not, use a thought. Use a thought. Use a thought. Believe it or not, use a thought. Use a thought. So believe it or not, you a thought from the block. Use a thought. You know what, man? Shout out to the motherfucking Cows gang, first of all, on this lovely fucking Sunday. I gotta get a couple of things off my chest before we get this thing started, because I'm really tired of these Ku Klux Keishas coming out the woolworks talking some shit and try to put it on a black man. And I'm gonna give you a prime example. And I remember I told y'all, I said it. These Ku Klux Keishas will sign with a motherfucking white supremacist if it's gonna destroy a black man. You can't make this shit up. They will believe what any motherfucker says as long as it's against a black man. It could be the ratchetest hoe. It could be the most racist motherfucker. It could be a fucking alien. It could be a fucking Klan member. It don't make a difference. As long as it's going against the black man, they're gonna side with him. But these are the same motherfuckers that run around say they high value. They say they got a lot of self-worth. They say they got high self-esteem. They say they make more money than the average black man. They say that they do bad all by them damn selves and all this goof ass shit. They say that they don't need nobody and father's not important and it's Jermaine's fault and everything else. Now, my man MPI tagged me on Instagram a couple of days ago. He tagged me on Instagram a couple of days ago. And, or maybe it was yesterday. It was yesterday or 2 days ago. And they had, what's that bitch name that like to eat ass all the time? And she admits it, tell white people, yeah, I eat ass and shit like that. With other thought ass friends. I think her name's Suki, the one that Umar Johnson is flying to save the day for and shit like that. You know. Here I come to save the day. You know, that nigga. You know, Sukiana, well the fucking name. I know she was on Love and Hip Hop at one point and doing all this shit, which, hey man, I ain't got no problem with that. Yeah, Suki. Miss Buck Good in the house. Now, I don't give a fuck about her doing porn. I don't give a fuck about her being on X video. You do what you do. You're a grown motherfucker. But what I have a problem with is when a motherfucker want to lie. Now, of course, she didn't say particularly black men. She said men. But y'all knew who the fuck she was talking about. She was talking about them niggas that she was raised with. You know, the niggas that she was sucking dick on. You know, them niggas she grew up with. The niggas that wasn't around to help raise her. See, I'm tired of these motherfuckers that put their fucking situation and blame on every motherfucking black man in the United States. Because they nigga wasn't shit, because they father wasn't around, because all they had was low pickings of niggas. So they say that it's the majority of you motherfuckers. Understand that. I want y'all to check something out right quick. And shout out to MPI for sending me this. What is this motherfucker at? Let me let you see this video right quick. I don't know what interview she was on. Don't give a fuck. But I want you to hear what she said. And I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I laughed.
Let me tell you something about these.
Hold on. Shut up, bitch. Wait till I say play. So let's check this out right quick. I don't know what interview she was on, but I may try to find it. I might cover this. I might not. I don't know. Because again, I told y'all that these terrorists will say anything that sounds good, anything to go viral, anything to destroy black men. And I want you to hear what she said. And a lot of these stupid bitches really think that. A lot of these stupid niggas actually thinks this. So check this out.
Men in the world. Men are the highest in the nursing homes.
Did you hear what the fuck she just said? She said men, and she talking about black men. Cause what white motherfucker is in a right fucking mind to fuck with a bitch like that? So you got a lot of simp ass black niggas that will simp and fuck this bitch. They will eat her asshole. They will suck her toes and suck her fake ass head. They will suck a golf ball through a water hose on that bitch. What white man in his right frame of mind will try to fuck that? So she can't do nothing but talk about black men. So she ain't talking about no other man. She talking about black men. So she's saying that black men are the most living in nursing homes. Let's continue.
Let me tell you why. That the moms and the grandmoms and the aunties and the sisters are all being taken care of out here in these streets, and they got people to nourish them and make sure they straight when they get old.
Now she says that they are taken care of. You know, the sisters, the mamas, the grandmas, they are taken care of. Guess who they taken care of by, y'all? Just take a guess. Who is taking care of these motherfuckers? Who are mostly taking care of these low-life motherfucking baby mama tears, grandmas, mamas, sisters, and aunties and daughters? Who? We already know this. I say it all the time. Who is taking care of these motherfuckers? Government daddy. This Buck Good just said it. Government daddy. Mr. My man X, he said it. Government daddy. And us too, taxpayers. But we talking about what nigga that rides for him and die for him. Well, they don't die for him, but they ride for him. Here, take this amount of money, keep that nigga out the household, and we'll take care of you for the rest of your life. And you can grandfather to your fucking daughters. You can't make this shit up. Cool brother Phil said, my mom worked in a nursing home, and it's about equal. Brother, I'm finna school you on something right quick, my brother, but shout out to you. At least cool brother Phil didn't say it was more me and that motherfucker, but shout out to you. But I'm finna show you something right quick, my brother. Now, she said that men are the ones in the nursing home, majority of men. Now, we're gonna say black men. Majority of men in nursing homes are black men, right? She said because the moms, the grandmas, the sisters, and the aunties, and all these motherfucking bitches are getting taken care of, right? Now, we already know that they are getting taken care of by who? Government daddy, right? Government daddy. We're going to continue about why. And also, let's be real. You got son husbands. We got son husbands and semi-force who do take care of them as well. So we can't Excelsior. Let me know if I'm saying it right. Excelsior. That's why I said Mr. X, because I didn't want to say your name wrong. Excelsior. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. And you been in here for a long time. Excelsior. Let me know if I'm saying it right. My man. But this motherfucker right here, this nigga right here, this nigga's just saying some shit that somebody else said. Or she went to one nursing home and maybe she did see, okay, shout out to you. Thank you, my brother. And maybe she did go into a nursing home and see a bunch of guys up in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Just like cool brother Phil said, my mom worked in a nursing home. When I went up there, it was equal. True, maybe. But I want y'all to understand that she's trying to use this bait and switch spin-a-rooney bullshit to try to say men are in nursing homes more than women, and these stank ass bitches who say they don't like these type of women are running around saying, yeah, that's true, because I be in a nursing home and there's a whole bunch of men up in there. But government daddies take care of these low-life motherfuckers and these son husbands and these simping forces. They will take care of them, because even when they do the fuck shit, they still get supported by these low-life motherfucking niggas. So she got a point. They will always ride for them, even if they do bad shit. Think about it. Look at your children, how they treat you versus how they treat their piece of shit ass mama that kept them away from you. Let me let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
But we talking about just the nursing homes. Because remember, mama can't never do no wrong. Only daddy can. But let's finish what she got to say about why men are mostly in nursing homes.
And the men is the only ones in the nursing homes is because they deadbeats. They don't take care of their children. They cheat on their women. They cheat on their wives with men. They don't help their family members.
So she said that they cheat on their wives with men. She didn't say because men cheat with other women. She said men cheat. And she's talking about black men. Black men cheat. Black man cheats. Understand what I'm saying? Let me make this motherfucker big. Black man cheats with other black men. She didn't say black men cheat on them with other women. She say that black men cheat with other men. And what they always say, you gay. Now, we already got the part. I ain't really talking about that. You know, don't take care of their kids and neglect their kids and deadbeats. I ain't talking about that, because we debunked that a long time ago, even though I debunk it every other day. But let's do what she said. She said black men cheats on their wives, cheats on women, but cheats on their wives with other men. I just want you to hear these baby mama terrorists who support her, but they say they high class, high up. They wouldn't do shit what she do, but yet they love her for talking shit about black men.
You cannot make this shit up.
They get money, they get their girlfriend, they take care of their girlfriend, they don't take care of their mom. Their mom house falling apart, roofs is filled with water and black mold, and they want to be outside flying these streets taking drugs.
So she said men want to go fly in the street and take drugs. Now, not one time did she say anything about that black man take care of his father. I want y'all to understand that even coming up in the reality of our society, especially in the community, you was always taught to fight for your mama. And if you don't believe me, when I was coming up and you said your mama, those was fighting words, and you got into a fight because of that shit. But when somebody say your daddy was very rare, and if they did say it, you didn't make a big stink about it. It is what it is. Am I lying? I didn't hear nobody fight about somebody saying your daddy. All you heard was your mama. And if you say your mama, those was fighting words. You don't say nothing about mama, and all they said was your mama. And as a kid, I thought it was fighting words, but now I realized, like, what you mean your mama? Now, if I say you a hoe, you say your mama a hoe, then okay. But you saying your mama. My mama what? As a kid, I'm like, oh shit. But I told people back when I was going to school, I wish y'all would say my daddy, because I have a daddy too. You know what I'm saying? I say that now. Y'all keep talking about my mama, but you won't mention my daddy when I had a daddy, bitch. But I get it, because these motherfuckers think most motherfuckers don't have a daddy. And that's not true. So she's saying that men are cheating on their wives for other men and taking drugs and leaving the mama at home with mud and what's that, sewer and shit like that. Well, you want to know how I could I'm going to say kinda, because that ain't the only way. I'm going to debunk it like this. These same baby mama terrorists that have these boys are the same one, these baby mama terrorists, who get benefits off these boys. What do you mean? Well, when she had that kid, she kicked the father out the picture. She was getting WIC, Section 8. She was getting all these motherfucking government daddies benefits. Not only that, she put the son on some type of ADHD medicine and got a benefit off that and shit. Then not only that, she had some simping forcer to come out and say today he want to be stepdaddy, so he come out and donate to her ass. Or some nigga off the block that come with the black power and talking about he gonna look out for his sister, so she donate, he donate, and everybody else donate because they so-called feel sorry for her. But to be honest with you, she getting a come up off her son. So while you talking about that this boy ain't offered nothing, it's because the boy was tired of being used and abused and misused by his own mama. Maybe that's why he ain't around her funky ass. Maybe that's why she living in a trap house. Maybe that's why she up there with mold and fucking water and shit, talking about she dying alone. You can't make this shit up. And maybe why he taking drugs, probably because all the shit he dealt with being abused by her and whatever nigga she had around. But we ain't done yet. Let's see what else she got to say.
And guess what? In the end, after they done cheated on everybody, done been disloyal to their children, but want to be loyal to their homeboy. If you're not loyal to your children, you're not loyal. Y'all will do anything for y'all homeboy, but when y'all get locked up, y'all want to call y'all baby moms and y'all women. But after all that you done did, you gonna get old, and guess what? Your dick gonna. Let me tell you.
So I'm gonna try to find and get the whole thing, man. But she's saying that you end up having to call the baby mama. You have to call your ex-girlfriend. I don't know them type of dudes. I don't. See, it seems to me that, and I think y'all can agree with this. I believe when you hear her talk this shit, she's talking about some piece of shit ass nigga, or some nigga that she been around, or some nigga she used to fucking around with until she got famous and had money. You see what I'm saying? Maybe. Because I don't know no guy in they frame of mind calling they fucking baby mama or their ex-wife unless they have a good rapport. They never had that type of issue with baby mama terrorism. But it's very, I don't see that. Only them jailbird ass niggas that like going to jail, or niggas who you let come back and fuck you even if he do you wrong. I'm just saying. That sound like some hood mentality, low life thinking type shit. I'm just saying. So this is what I said on here. And it was a female that said the same thing. And I looked it up. I said, I could have swore that 70% of women, this is me right here. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram. It's my third one. They took down the other two. But I said I could have swore that 70% of women are in nursing homes. I could have swore that women are taken care of because they chose government daddy over husbands. I could have swore that most women manipulate and alienate children from fathers. All these lies these baby mama tears be saying. So I want y'all to understand that there are, and shout out to cool brother Phil, because I'm sure if you go to certain nursing home, it is a mixture of both. Because when I put my mom in a nursing home down the street from my crib at the time, it was half and half. But if you look at the statistic shows that women are more in nursing homes than men. And I want y'all to see for yourselves. I want y'all to see for yourselves, because these bitches that say any, and I told y'all this, these bitches that say anything that sounds good. And if it sounds good and it's against a man, against a black man, they're gonna believe it. Even a female came on there and said, no, Google said 7% of women are in nursing home. Motherfucker, oh, what the fuck? Oh, no, who you going against and all that shit. Motherfucker ain't say shit to her. Yeah. All right, Chaos. Let me see. Stats on. Now, all you gotta do, make it simple. Go on Google. It say, what gender is most in nursing homes? Women. Women. 54.6% of nursing home residents are women. Women. Now, you scroll up, it says more than 7% of nursing home residents are women. The average age at admission is 80. Over 75.7% of residents in assisted living communities are women. So when y'all say that there are more women, I mean, there are more men in nursing homes than it is women, they lie to you. They lie to you. So again,
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
let me do it one more time.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Now, I'm not saying if you don't go to a certain or particular nursing home that's not one with a bunch of guys. I ain't gonna say that. But I want y'all to understand there are more women in nursing homes than it is men. So these bitches run around. They've been saying this for some years about there are more men in nursing homes, because they say that they didn't want a family. They wanted to just be single and save yourselves and stuff like that. And then down the line, they get sick. They ain't got nobody, or the kid didn't want to fuck with them. You know, a lot of that times because of manipulation and shit like that. And yes, women do live longer than men. Women do live longer than men. They say women live longer than men. But even if they do live longer than men, if these women were so much of the godly and all this shit they saying, then why are they in a nursing home in the first place? Because if they getting all this love, then why would they be there in the first place? Because that's from their mindset. They say putting somebody in a nursing home means you don't love them. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. So like I said, so even if the woman living to 75 and 80 years old, there are people in nursing home that are 50, 60. So the average man is what, 65, I think, 60 years old, 65. Why is still not majority of men in nursing home if you go off 60s? Why? Because again, these bitches be lying like they always do, talking about there's more men in nursing home, and it's not the case. It's not the case. And they didn't say it's because, well, it's because women last longer shit, it said no, women are mostly in nursing homes and they more in living assistance. So like I said, I want you to understand that these motherfucking baby mama terrorists, whether they the clean ones, upscale, or the ones that like to lick ass every day and deal with hood niggas, don't believe what these bitches say. They all one of the same. They all Ku Klux Keisha baby mama terrorists. One more time.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Now, but I tell you what I do want to bring back to existence since we talking about who got the mo in this and who got the more in that. Let's talk about the baby mama terrorists who caused the most child abuse. Let's talk about the baby mama terrorists who caused the most child abuse with they niggas. Let's talk about that. Since y'all want to talk about who's in more what's that shit? Who in more motherfucking living assistance and who in more motherfucking nursing homes? Let's talk about what child is abused more. Is it the fathers or is it the mothers? Now don't get it twisted. Whether the father doing or whether the mother's doing, it's not right at all. I don't condone it. Fuck that shit. You causing harm on an innocent. But since y'all want to talk about what's right and what's true and what's real, let's talk about who are the most victims of child abuse based off the mama and the father, based off two-parent households, and based off the mama and the boyfriend versus the father and the girlfriend. Let's talk about that. If y'all want to talk about some shit that's really important, because you know y'all say that black men are low lives, dirty, ain't shit, deadbeats. What the fuck you give a fuck if they're in a nursing home? If they're in a nursing home, it is what it is. And let y'all know, the average man that say, well, I'm gonna live a free agent lifestyle, or I'm gonna save my sales, save your sales, black men, for those that just living a free agent lifestyle and all that shit, they already know they fake. They already know that since they ain't trying to get married, they ain't trying to have a family, they don't get along with the baby mama tears, and she fucked the relationship with the kids. We as men know our faith. So when we go over to a nursing home, we accept it. We already knew that down the line, that's most likely we were gonna go. Unless we fucking Bill Gates rich, then you can live at home and have 100 nurses around you. See, that's the difference between us and these stuck ass bitches. See, these stuck ass bitches, they know what they do, but they still try to have some type of justification of why they not gonna go through the bullshit. They're not going to a nursing home, or they're not gonna hit the wall. They're not gonna do that because they're gonna have some sucker, somebody look out for them. But then if it don't happen the way they thought, now they want to play victim.
How dare you do this to me?
See, that's the difference. See, the man ain't gonna play victim. He ain't gonna try to make an excuse. He ain't gonna point fingers. He gonna accept that shit. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's the difference. Most men, a real man, ain't finna sit back and get in their age and be a nurse. I'm like, oh man, y'all shoulda, coulda, woulda. Nah, it is what it is. If you're a loner, you're alone all the way. So like I said, these bitches say anything that make it sound good. So I want you to understand, and shout out to my man, cool brother Phil. He said it's half and half. Brother, I want you to understand, when it comes as a whole, when you look at the statistics, there are more women in nursing homes than it is men. These motherfucking bitches be lying. They're going to continue to lie. And unfortunately, bitches going to side with them, whether they are dumb, whores, clan members or whatever, because it goes against the black man. They're going to ride or die for that motherfucker, whoever do it. Now, let's look at this. When it comes to this child abuse, now this is back in 2021. This is 2021, y'all. I ain't going all the way back to 2006 and all that shit. We talking about 2021. In 2021, I want you to understand that mothers lead when it comes to child abuse. 210,746. This ain't stepmama. This ain't adopted mama. No. This is the mother, biological mother, right? 210,746. When it comes to the fathers, it comes to 132,363. Now, who get custody of our boys and girls? Is it the mother or is it the father? Now, mind you, this is in the United States of America. This is white, black, blue, or green. This ain't just black people. So if it ain't just black people, it's just mothers in the whole, you see it's a bunch of these black bitches up in this motherfucker. See, they're not gonna talk about this. Mothers get custody of our boys and girls 87.5% more than us. Our court system and our society say they are the most best fit. No, they are the more benefit when it comes to government daddy and their agenda. Understand that. So, these bitches at a high scale as child abusers. But see, when a woman be a child abuse, they're gonna say, well, it's the black man's fault because she didn't pick the right one or she made a bad decision. Remember, Umar said, he said it's our fault that these bitches make bad decisions. These baby mama tails are not fit to be mothers, but they still get custody to these mothers. Now, when it comes to two-parent household, meaning the mother and father, is 111,100. You know what I'm saying? So it's not likely that it'll happen in a two-parent household versus the mother or the father. But the mother is the number one. I thought the mother was the most best fit because when you think, guys, as somebody that's a thinker, if it was the mother being the most best fit, you would think that the abuse would be at an all-time low. Am I lying, or I'm just trying to hate black women and hate women as a whole? If these are the most best fit when it comes to our children upbringing and raising and loving and nurturing, then why are they the number one when it comes to child abuse? Let me let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Mothers are way more abusive than fathers. So like I said, if these are the most best fit motherfuckers right here, then why are they in the lead when it comes to child abuse and child neglect and child fatalities? We just talking about child abuse right now. Now, I want y'all to take a real clear look at this part. Let me see if I can make this big, because I want y'all to really see what I'm talking about. And I love repeating myself because I want y'all to let this shit stick to your head when you hear the dumb shit that go viral about some bitch that say, hey, black men ain't shit and ain't good fathers and all this shit. I want y'all to look at this right here. You see this? It says mother, and let me make it bigger. Mother and non-parent. Mother and non-parent means the boyfriend. The boyfriend. Sometimes it could be a girlfriend, but we talking about the mother and the boyfriend. Now, when it comes to that, it's 34,670, right? 34,670. That's the mother and the boyfriend, right? This is the mother and the boyfriend. Let's go on to the father and the girlfriend. Now, remember this shit, 34,670. But when it comes to the father and the girlfriend or even the boyfriend, do y'all see the difference? I want y'all to say it for me. What do you see when it comes to the father and the girlfriend? 6,495 abuse. But when it comes to the mother and the boyfriend, it's 34,670 motherfucking abuse. You can't make this shit up.
You've been had.
You can't make this shit up.
You've been took.
What?
You've been hoodwinked,
Look at this.
bamboozled,
Take a look.
led astray, run amok.
So you telling me the mother who get 87.5% custody, who get these niggas off eBay, 34,670, but when it comes to the father and the goddamn girlfriend that he met off Amazon, it's 6,495. But y'all run around saying that black men ain't shit. You run around saying that men ain't shit. You run around saying that men are all in nursing homes and shit. You run around saying that black men make $100,000 a year less than you. Then you run around and say that y'all got more PhDs, 0.021%, and you sit back trying to call me broken deadbeats. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying real clearly about all the lies we've been hearing for a very long time, guys. I wish I was born in the 60s. I wish I was, because maybe I could have changed a lot of the mindset of these baby boomer motherfuckers for real. Maybe if I was around back then, maybe it could have been a better uplifting when it come to black men and us as a whole as going our own fucking direction and leave these stank ass whores alone. See, I want you to understand that these bitches only praises queens and Mother Earths and goddess and gods and everything, and the matriarchy is the key to success only because it's a benefit to simp forces, these fake ass race baiting ass pimps, because these motherfuckers son husband that they raised to be, and because of our society, and not only because of our society, but because of these low-lighted ass government daddy handout givers. You can't make this shit up. One more time for Malcolm X. The fuck out of here. Low-lighted ass bitch. Ain't that a bitch? You can't make this shit up. These motherfuckers have niggas around them and they beat their fucking kids, rape their fucking kids, do anything they want to against their kids, but these are the most best fit when it comes to our children. Yeah, but I want y'all to see this again. This is white, black, blue, green. This ain't even just the black community, but you can imagine how much is in that black community when it comes to this 34,670. Now, man, this is 2021. This ain't 1991. This ain't 1981. Not that they're making less bullshit or nothing like that, but we only went a couple years back. And again, the mother and the boyfriend cause all this, 34,000, over 34,000. But when it comes to the father and the goddamn girlfriend, it's close to 6,500. But y'all talk about black men are deadbeats. Black men are leaving bitches in mold and water. As far as I'm concerned, they're not victims. They're volunteers. So this is why I'm trying to tell y'all, please do your research when you hear about these baby mama terrorists, especially these nasty, low-lighted ass Ku Klux Keishas. When they run around talking about what some black man ain't do or the black man and most in this night, just please do your research, because if you don't, maybe your self-esteem is going to drop 50% because you believe that hope. This is why I tell you, my brothers and sisters with a brain, change the laws of your mind and definitely do your research, because they'll tell you anything. And if you ain't trying to research it, you're going to fall for it every time. That's all I'm trying to tell you. So, like I said, if you're going to talk about something that's more important than some nigga being in a nursing home. Let's talk about how our kids are being abused and misused by these baby mama terrorists. And not only that, talk about how our government continue to give them the most best fit status. But we know why they do that. Because of that 51, or is it 61? Whatever it is, it's a multi-billion dollar business. One more time. One more time. One more time. Yeah. Well. And shout out to my man Nightwing BMWV. He says, subscribe, bro. I appreciate you, my brother. Salute to you. Because like I said, if y'all want to talk about truth, I'm for the truth. Chubby Chase say 58 billion. I could have swore 60. I don't know. I forget. I said so much I forget. But I know it's enough to make government daddy choose these hoes as the most best fit and keep the child out the picture so the child could be destroyed, because y'all already know what goes on when it's a lack of fathers and fatherlessness and shit like that. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about what a black man ain't do today. Now, this right here, if y'all don't believe me, here's a stat. I'm gonna put it in here for y'all to see if y'all goddamn self. Say this motherfucker so when a bitch talks shit about black men or white men or any other man ain't shit. What you could do is look up the stats and say, well, let's look at this right quick, bitch, because you must be talking about some shit that's happening somewhere else, because here it shows that you bitches who get custody are the most abusers and the most child neglectors and shit like that. You've been lying to us for a very long time. Very long time. So, yeah. So I want y'all to understand clearly that these Sukis and these other motherfuckers that's out here going viral trying to say shit about destroying a black man or any other man, that is, just show the stats. When it comes to nursing homes, they lying to you. When it comes to them making more money than you, they lying to you. Now, they got the most degrees and they got the most enrollment, and that's because of affirmative action. They ain't gonna talk about that. See, affirmative action gave black women more education, because when they passed that shit, they gave it to black women, not black men. See, they lied to you with that. They gave it to black women. They knew what they was doing. They wanted to segregate us from each other. And they doing a damn good job. I can't even hate the game. They doing a damn good job because these bitches continue to do their bidding. Now, this is why I tell y'all.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
All I say is just please just prove me wrong. And this shit came from Statista. This ain't come from a law firm that's trying to get your motherfucking money. This came from Statista that's just important. Matter of fact, I think they're a little bit higher up than the CDC. So if y'all want to know the truth, just go into the Statista or CDC. And this right here, all I can tell you bitches,
Truth is what it is.
truth is what the fuck it is. Now, Nightwing say they don't have the most degrees, they have the most enrollment rates are the highest. Either way, they ain't making more money than black men. So even though they got the most degrees, they getting the degrees they get is in fucking social worker and art. I don't take that seriously. So they could get all degrees in that if they want it. You don't hear too many black females that's doing IT or engineering and shit like that. So like I said, even if they is getting the most degrees, they getting the most degrees in $40,000 or less, because the stat says that over 40% of black women are making 40,000 or less, or is it 50%? Whatever it is a high ass number, and they make 40,000 or less. Only 9% of black women make 74,000 and above. So when they run around talking about they making it rain and living their fucking good life off 70,000 or 100,000, just know it's only 9% of these bitches. They lie to y'all. They've been lying to y'all. So, and the reason why I show you the number of the child abuse and shit like that, because that's the story that I want to talk to y'all about today. You have a young 16-year-old who was murdered by her stepdaddy by the name of Leon Tripp. But I want you to understand that the baby mama Ted's mama, LaTanya Tripp, is the one that wrote the blueprint. So yes, stepdaddy did it. The nigga she met off eBay, the nigga that was a simp enforcer. But I want you to understand who was just as much as involved with killing this innocent teenage little girl was the biological mama by the name of LaTanya Tripp. The daughter name was Janell Carwell. This happened in Georgia, I think Atlanta. We're going to talk about it. That leads to this shit with this stats of child abuse and all that shit, but that they ain't going to talk about. But before I do that, before we get that part going, let me give a shout out to my man Frank. Shout out to Frank for the 1999. He said a little something for the pot. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you, my brother. And also, shout out to my man Brown Hornet for the 1999. He said, salute Mr. Palmer in the Couch Gang. Is this another Pastor David Manning situation? Hell yeah. And that's why I say, when y'all listen to these stank ass hoes.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
Y'all listen to these stank ass hoes. That's the only thing I can tell you. Shout out to my man Brown Hornet. These motherfuckers say anything that sounds good to make us look bad. You know what I'm saying? Shame on you dudes that actually used to believe that shit. Shame on you dudes. Now, I ain't talking about the one that was manipulated as a kid and they ain't know no better. I'm talking about you dudes that just fall for the shit because you too stupid to do your own research or at least ask another motherfucker. I'm just saying. As far as I'm concerned, y'all just as stupid these hoes is.
You fucking income fucking poop.
Fuck out of here. So, yeah. Everybody's up here. Please hit the like button. That's one thing that is free. Definitely donate to the channel if you can. Definitely donate to the Cash App. I want y'all to understand I still got to pay my Aaron's Arena Center when it comes to this couch right here. I got 2 fucking creditors for this part and that part of the couch, and I don't want to get my shit evicted again. Because if I get my shit evicted again, I'm definitely fucked. So I need y'all support to the fullest. And definitely hit the like button again because it's free. And definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new. I want you to understand that these baby mama terrorists and all these other slow tap hoe ass niggas will run around and do anything to throw the black man down. But all you gotta do your research and watch a nigga like me. You can't make this shit up. You can't. And I'm a low life nigga, dumbass nigga from Cottage Grove that don't know shit and sleep on the couch every day. And god damn it, y'all still can't prove me wrong. That's a fucked up thing coming from a dumbass nigga like me. I don't get y'all niggas. I really don't. I swear to God, I really don't get y'all smart, educated, most enrolled, PhD at 0.02% having motherfuckers. I would never understand you bitches. And I'm sorry for saying bitches because I don't want to offend you hoes out there. I don't want to leave y'all straight. I definitely want to leave y'all straight. So, again, I'm going to say it one more time. You have a 16-year-old female that was missing. The mom on TV lying, talking about, I don't know what happened. If I know her, she trying to come back to me, ass nigga and shit. Her husband that she met at a fucking jail cell. And this is example of what I mean when I say, how that shit go?
And you blood for a lousy nigga convict.
She met this nigga while he was in jail. She married this nigga, I believe, while she was in jail, while he was in jail. See, and they try to put a hit out on her daughter, both of them, 3 motherfucking times. But these are the ones who get custody of our girls and boys. But they weren't about niggas being in nursing homes. But they ain't talking about who abuse their children or neglect their children financially, physically, sexually. None of that shit. They ain't gonna talk about that. They're not gonna talk about that. They only gonna talk about, deadbeats and kids don't fuck with them and shit. Yeah, if I what I'm saying, these bitches manipulate the kids every day, all day, and buy them and shit like that, they ain't gonna want to be around their daddy. So come on, man, let's stop it. That's why a lot of you bitches right now will die alone. That's why a lot of you bitches are making the wall undefeated. That's why a lot of you bitches are pro-broke and lonely. You can play the role on Facebook and show your ass and shit, but you still pro-broke and lonely. But that ass, though, is what save you. That ass, though. And simple forces. And race-baiting ass pimps. And even the son husbands. You got them motherfucking government daddy. But outside of that, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. How the fuck you get all these benefits and donations and GoFundMes and shit like that and still ain't got shit to show for? You got custody of our kids and you still ain't got shit to show for. You got your bachelors, your masters, your doctorates, your PhDs, and you still ain't got shit to show for it. You bitches got 6 figures, the 9%, and you still ain't got shit to show for it. Like I said, don't believe what these hoes say. Let Denzel one more time speak for Malcolm X. Shit. Stop it, bitch. Stop it. These motherfuckers got all this shit and they still ain't got nothing to show for it. How the fuck you got all this success, you still ain't happy? All this money, you still ain't happy. Got custody of your kids, you still ain't happy. Because like I said, y'all bitches ain't never happy. Y'all the most miserable creature ass motherfuckers on the planet Earth. And y'all the least wanted. Y'all the least broke. Y'all the most broke. I'm sorry, not least. You the most broke. Yo, look, you the most broken and broke. How the fuck you get a fucking bachelor degree in art and call me broke? That's all I want to know. These motherfuckers call you broke with a fucking degree in social worker. A social worker. The things these niggas say. I don't get it. Let me show y'all this article right quick, and then we'll get to the videos. Because I want y'all to understand that I'm not lying when I say that they tried to put a hit out on out on her daughter 3 times. The mom and the stepdad tried 3 times to hire a hitman to kill Janell Carwell. This happened back in 2015 or 16. I want y'all to understand, guys. 3 times, the biological mom and stepdaddy, simple forcer, tried to hire a hitman 3 times to kill her daughter. This is the young lady right here who unfortunately lost her life because of piece of shit ass baby mama tears. We already know that the stepdaddy ain't shit. We know he ain't shit. We already know. But I want y'all to think about this baby mama tears mama. You know, the one that bear wound, the one who had carried her for 9 months. I'm talking about the one who gave birth to her. I'm talking about the one that so-called raised and took care of her. Love, teach, and nurture ass nigga. See, we already know he ain't shit. So which we're gonna still talk about him, but we know he ain't shit. We talking about the mother. Like if the father and the stepmother killed the daughter, I'm looking at the father because that was your seed. You had her. You is the biological parent. I ain't surprised about the stepmama bitch. I'm going at him. So when it comes to this baby mama terrorist, I'm going at her because motherfuckers actually had a nerve to say, well, why she locked up? She ain't had nothing to do with that. She didn't have nothing to do with that. That was his fault. That was Jermaine's fault. Nah, it was that bitch's fault too.
It's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
We talking about the ones that y'all say that, you know, don't be in nursing homes and shit like that at an all-time high. So we talking about the ones that get taken care of and shit, you know, by the kids and shit that they manipulated. See, we're gonna talk about that. This lovely young lady was murdered because of her baby mama Ted's mama. Now, let me show y'all. This was in Augusta, Georgia. I'm sorry, I thought I was in Atlanta, forgive me. But this was in Augusta, Georgia, right? New information shows the district attorney's office believes that the mother and husband, stepdaddy, because that's not her father, tried to hire a hitman to kill their own daughter. In April of 2017, Tanya Tripp, who was the mama, reports her daughter, 16-year-old Janell Carwell, and husband, Leon Tripp, are gone and have not answered their phones. May 1st, the Richmond County Sheriff issued kidnapping warrants for Leon Tripp. He was finally spotted alone in Atlanta with Janell nowhere to be found. So he's walking in the rain and shit, and Janell ain't nowhere around him. Now her mom, Tanya, continue praying for Janell's safe return. She's praying to Sky Daddy. Janell's body was found buried off in the Golden Camp Road a year after she went missing. You know that little girl was missing for a whole year, and they found her buried in some Golden Camp Road. She was there, dead, pouring the bones for a whole motherfucking year. You can't make this shit up. You can't. But y'all talking about niggas in nursing homes. Now, the new court records we received show that the DA thinks Tanya and Leon Tripp tried to hire a hitman to kill Janell at least 3 times. Let's see why. They say the couple met with someone between, now I want you to hear this. They say the couple met with someone between September and December 2015, and then again almost a year later, in October 2016, 4 months later, Janell went missing. So yeah, it was 2016. She told a very convincing story. We had to peel back those layers, broke down those lies. Sheriff Richard Roundtree of RCSO said she was actively helping and aiding him. This is the mother who was aiding the simping force of stepdaddy. So she was throwing us off the trail. She was trying to look out for this nigga. She didn't give a fuck about her daughter. But y'all talking about niggas in nursing homes. But you ain't talking about these baby mama terrorists who destroy our children. Huh, okay. Now, June 12th, the sheriff's office officially called her case a homicide investigation. Her mother and stepfather are charged with her murder. They charged both them low-life motherfuckers. But the only unfortunate part that I see that is wrong, they charged Leon Tripp with the death penalty, but not the mom also. That's some bullshit. She should be charged with the death penalty as well. She the one who wrote the blueprint. She was part of this fucking hit. And this is why I say, when it comes to the community,
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
Adrian said it happened in his hometown. Carwell's death has touched the community where she was from. A young lady who lost her life and brought the city together. Ray Montana led community search teams back then, and he's still searching for justice in this case right now. If anybody forgets Janell's case or don't know about Janell's case, they're not part of our city, our community. Montana said, I'm not part of that community. I'm not part of that city. But I'm definitely put it out there because I don't want y'all to ever forget on how low life that these baby mama terrorists are to our children.
My God, please, in the name of Jesus, please, God, in the name. Why am I being arrested, Mr. Brooks? I'm going to sign a ticket.
See, that's what I don't want y'all to forget about this young woman, because I want you to understand that another child bites the dust when it comes to these sawed-off gangsta-ass baby mama terrorists out here. Now let me continue. with the defense found dozen of motions and DA trying to argue against one another, it's unlikely the trial will begin anytime soon. But maybe community healing can. Yeah, right. An emotional point for me, Janell is a sister to this city, Montana says. The court record shows Tripp's attorney are calling the death penalty unconstitutional in this case. They are asking certain evidence like cell phone GPS data and family interviews not to be used. I wonder why. And the defense is looking for the case to be tried in a different county. Ultimately, all of these factors are up to the judge to decide. So I just want you, this is a quick, quick surrounding of what we talking about today. Now we're gonna get to the news and shit like that to talk about this unfortunate situation that these bitches won't talk about, because you talk about this, then they're gonna say, oh, you just hate black women. Yeah, buddy. Let me give a shout out to the Cash App gang, man. I want to give a shout out to Charles Anthony. He sent me a donation yesterday when I was out there in Dallas. And I apologize. I ain't been off for a couple of days, but I was enjoying myself in hot-ass Dallas. I was hanging with my family, kicking the bobos, laying on a different couch. So, and I'm like, man, I ain't got time to do no live. That's why I ain't do no live. So I'm back on it today. Shout out to Charles Anthony from the West Side for the $25 Cash App. He said, my support for your channel. Salute to you. I want to give a shout out to my man Elwood H. Johnson for the $5 Cash App. Salute to you. I want to give a shout out to Atobo. I want to give a shout out to Atobo for the $5 Cash App. He says, I am glad you're talking about our queen, Suki. Well, the fuck the bitch name. I'm gonna find a full video. We're gonna definitely go in, but I had to, call that bitch out. Shout out to you, my brother. Fuck that bitch. Shout out to Miss Buckgood for the $8 Cash App. Waiting for this shit to load up. Won't take so long. Shout out to Miss Buckgood for the $8 Cash App. She said for the Couch Dudes. Shout out to you, my sister. And lastly, but not least, I want to give a shout out to Cool Brother Phil for the $25 Cash App. Appreciate you, my brother. Definitely donate to the Cash App if you can. Shout out to everybody in Texas from Fort Worth, Nightwing, the people in Dallas, Mansfield, Grand Prairie, what I'm talking about. What's the other one over there? Lancaster and shit like that. I was all around that motherfucker, man, enjoying myself. But the thing about it is, these baby mama tears ain't gonna talk about what we talking about today. So let's get out to we got a couple of videos. This is gonna be some learning experience going on here on how these baby mama tears treat their own daughters. We ain't even talking about the sons. Now, what they want to know in part one is, where is Janell? We're gonna backtrack.
She's been missing.
We're gonna backtrack this shit. Where is Janell Carwell? Let's see. Now, like I said, we go on to the past. We're gonna pretend like we don't know where she is, because the baby mama Terry say, if we know who, I know my daughter. She should be coming back looking for me and shit. And the reason why they say that shit, they all say that shit, and Sky dated this and Sky dated that. They only say that shit because they know she ain't coming back. They know they did a good job. This was back in 2016.
She's been missing for nearly 3 months. Still no sign of LaTanya Janell Carwell. Both of her parents are in jail in connection to her disappearance. Tonight, a look at a case that has gripped this community, where it stands and where it's going. Renetta Dubose now with a News Channel 6 special report.
Janell's story starts here, her home on Tate Road. This is where her mother reported her missing on April 17th, along with her stepfather. This is also the last location investigators can place the 16-year-old alive on the eve of her birthday.
That's my main concern, is getting her home. And of course, my husband, but mainly my baby. She been gone too long.
Damn, man. I'm sorry, man. I was gonna ask y'all, who do y'all think this was? But the goddamn name came up. I'm sorry. I was gonna play the game, and I was gonna ask you, who the fuck y'all think this is playing victim on the motherfucking media for the world to see? But y'all already know who that is. This is the piece of shit ass baby mama Ted's mother on the fucking media, telling everybody she's looking for her daughter, she misses her daughter, and she's a victim. You can't make this shit up. This is the bitch. Was this real or good acting? No, this shit real in the motherfucker. You know I ain't gonna play no fake ass shit unless this a TikTok, and I'll let y'all know, hey man, this might be some bullshit right here. But I want y'all to see the victim of these bitches. These the same ones that say men are more likely in motherfucking nursing homes than women because they some good ass people. So yeah, let's see that bullshit ass shit again with that fake. Now I don't know what the fuck on her head, like a goddamn mop that got cut and turned sideways on the bitch. But that's supposed to be her hair. Let's hear that fake ass cry bullshit one more time. These motherfuckers are the masterminds of wrecking shit and being victims.
My baby.
My baby.
A
tearful. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. This bitch said a tearful. Hold on. I don't see no tears. Do y'all see tears? I don't see no tears.
My baby. Continue to go too long.
A tearful Tanya Tripp, 11 days after her.
What the fuck now? This white bitch talking about some damn tears. What tears? I don't see no motherfucking tears. Where the tears at? Where the hurt at? You mean that acting that she doing poorly? She should have got a degree in acting. The only thing they good at acting is acting stupid, acting dumb, and when it comes to broke, they ain't acting broke. But they good at acting motherfucking, they good at acting ghetto, ratchet, dumb, ignorant, stupid, and everything else is negative. That's what they know how to act on. They do a good job. Speaking of that, they do a damn good job. Shout out to this bitch right here.
Bitch, you doing a good job. 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 Fuck that laundry. Fuck that dish. Take a break and shake that shit.
Yeah, shake that shit. Shake that shit. Shake that shit. This bitch right here and these other hoes do a damn good job. They do a damn good job when it comes to acting a fool, acting stupid, acting ignorant, acting anything but pleasant, lovely, and thoughtful and caring, and anything that's good when it comes to positivity. You can't make this shit up. This bitch right here can't even act a victim. They can't act a victim for shit. That's why I don't take these hoes seriously at all. One more time, and I'll let it play, because I want you to understand, these are the ones that saying black men are in motherfucking nursing homes and shit. These are the ones who talk about ain't no good black men out here and shit. But these are the ones who are destroying our black boys who could have been good, upstanding black men. One more time for Denzel. There's going to be a lot of Denzels going on with this motherfucker.
You've been had.
Yeah.
You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
So let's watch her play a victim one more time.
My main concern is getting her home. Mm-hmm. And of course, my husband, my baby. Continue to go too long.
A tearful Tanya Tripp, 11 days after her daughter, LaTanya Janell Carwell, disappeared. That's when News Channel 6 started telling her story. Tripp claims LaTanya, called Janell by loved ones, vanished from their Terrace Manor home with her stepdad, Leon Tripp, to help a friend with car trouble in Clarks Hill. While on that 1:30 in the morning run, the family spoke via cell phone.
I said, "What's she doing, honey?" He said, "Sitting over here waiting for me to give her the phone so she can Google so we can get there and get back. We got to get to work," he said. That's okay. That's fine.
Tripp told us that story twice. It's what she told law enforcement too when she filed a missing persons report.
He said, "That's why I asked our daughter, would she go with me to try to find Clarks Hill?" I said, "What's in Clarks Hill?" He said, "Maurice stopped on side the road." He said he asked everybody he could to come help him and won't nobody come help him. I said, "Oh, okay."
Tripp reported the two left in a white pickup truck that law enforcement later found a mile away from the Tate Road home. Meanwhile, cameras spotted Leon Tripp that Friday at an Atlanta grocery store. Here's what we know now. Janell, a sophomore at T.W. Josie Comprehensive High School, attended school Thursday, April 13th. Her English teacher there remembers the day well.
She just says that it's my birthday and we're talking about moving too.
Friday and Saturday, April 14th and 15th, are unaccounted for, but we can place Janell and her family at Greater Young Zion Baptist Church Easter Sunday, hours before she disappeared.
She came over where I was and tapped me on the shoulder. And she said, Auntie, we're here.
After church, Tanya Tripp informed us the family prepared for an Easter cookout and picked up Janell's birthday cake. She showed us the pink and white decorated cake with the price tag still on the box. That puts the family at one of 7 Kroger stores in the CSRA.
We went to the store after church, had got the meat and stuff that we needed for the grilling.
Investigators put Janell at her Tate Road home sometime before midnight before never finding evidence of her whereabouts again.
Now, shout out to Reg Sigma. He said, what could be a motive for this? The only motive is, my brother, is baby mama terrorism. I want you to understand that they motive is being a baby mama terrorist and being a part of this baby mama terrorism. And what comes with baby mama terrorism? Hate, self-hate, no love, no nurturing. One of the number one ties when it comes to that is hating the motherfucking father. It's a lot of different factors when it comes to baby mama terrorists. I want you to understand, my brother, that a baby mama terrorist, even though I created this shit, that shit is real. These are devils. These are devil's son-in-laws. These are the right hands of white supremacy. These are the ones who destroy our futures. These are the ones who destroy the community. These are the ones who destroyed fathers and children relationships and dynamics and tradition and so on and so on. Please understand that, yeah, we laugh when we say baby mama terrorists, but understand that these are the ones who are destroying our societies. Understand that, my brother. They ain't got to have a reason why they did. They ain't have no motive. Hate is the motive. And usually the hate comes from hating the father. And if they hate the father, they hate the seed that they gave birth to. I don't know why anybody want to kill their daughter and their son. Even if you don't fuck with them and they manipulate whatever, I don't want to kill my son. Just don't fuck with them. But I don't wish nobody kill him and all that shit. But but these baby mama tell shit. Nah, they like, nah, we going far in. Shit. See, it's a difference. See, we know how to just don't fuck with them going about our business. But these bitches, nah, they don't give a fuck about their kids. But they worry about black men in nursing homes. And I'm gonna keep saying that all through this motherfucker. Y'all worry about black men in nursing home who made a choice to be by themselves and die alone and accept their fate. But you ain't talking about how y'all baby mama tears with money, no money, education, not educated, living in the hood, living in the burbs, living high class or low class. Y'all destroy our children, beating their ass, abusing them sexually, physically, mentally, and everything else, allowing a boyfriend off eBay to do the same thing. But y'all ain't gonna talk about that. Y'all worry about some old ass man in a nursing home. But okay. Yeah.
The search for Janell kicked off almost immediately online, with Bring Our Missing Home Inc. launching the search nationally for the teen, and nationally known radio hosts picking up the story too. Social media users shared the stories along with photos of Janell and Leon, a felon with a storied criminal past in the Atlanta area, with charges such as cruelty to children in the 3rd degree.
Now check this out. I want you to understand how dumb these hoes are. And they not dumb. You know why? I'm gonna change that. They not dumb. They not dumb. They not dumb. I'll be lying to say they dumb when it come to them picking a nigga that went to jail or got a record of cruelty to children. They not dumb. They made an executive decision despite of what he did. Understand that.
You fucking income fucking poop.
This dude has a criminal background. Now, does that mean because he got a criminal record that he shouldn't be able to get a woman now like that? No, I ain't saying that, but it depends on what it is. Now, he has a record of cruelty to children, but yet You still married the nigga. You can't make this shit up.
You fucking income fucking poop.
You cannot make this shit up. This motherfucker, she met this nigga in jail. I think she married him. She married a nigga while he was in jail. If she didn't marry him while he was in jail, she met him while he was in jail. I told you, these bitches are desperate. They meet niggas off eBays. They meet niggas off Amazon. They meet niggas off the corner. They meet niggas at liquor stores. They meet niggas at liquor stores. They meet niggas that's under the fucking bridge. Hell, they meet them in fucking nursing homes. They so desperate, they'll get a nigga from nursing home and bring him home and marry the motherfucker and get a kid by this nigga that y'all say ain't shit. You can't make this shit up. God damn, this dude got a record for cruelty to children, but yet you married them, you let them come in your home, you let them around your fucking kids, but you talk about black men living in nursing homes? Yeah, okay. I told you, if these ain't no baby mama terrorists, then I don't know what to tell you. If you want to call them queens and goddess and Mother Earths and shit like that, then you need to get a motherfucking, you need to get your motherfucking, you need to get a gunshot to your head, fam. I'm not even gonna say you need to get your get some therapy. You need to get shot in the head. How you missed that red flag when it? Because I'm telling you, the bitch was a part of it. That's why she was cool with it. That what she wanted. A nigga who would do her bidding. I want you to understand, these are the devil's son-in-laws. And what does evil motherfuckers do? They do the devil's bidding. And that's what that motherfucker did for her. He didn't have no problem with it because he loved being cruel to children. So killing them and throwing them in a fucking in the fucking dirt in the open area ain't shit to him.
I'll let it remain silent until I have counsel.
U.S. Marshals caught Tripp dropping off a U-Haul in DeKalb County, Georgia. With him was his wife, Tanya Tripp, the mother who claimed she didn't know where her family was located. She, too, was arrested the same day in Atlanta after investigators found out she moved into an abandoned home in an area of town called Oakland City. The home they were squatting in is within a mile of Leon's last known Atlanta address. It's also near the grocery store where he was seen the week Janell went missing.
Wait a minute, they were squatting. Wait a minute, let me make sure I'm hearing this right because I don't want to say something that ain't true.
Arrested the same day in Atlanta after investigators found out she moved into an abandoned home in an area of town called Oakland City. Was located.
So I'm trying to see when they say she did, is they talking about the mother or the daughter went in that house? Let's see. I want to make sure I'm saying this right. They were squatters. I'm trying to see it was him and the wife a squatter or was it him and the daughter? I want to see.
U.S. Marshals caught Tripp dropping off a U-Haul in DeKalb County, Georgia. With him was his wife, Tanya Tripp, the mother who claimed she didn't know where her family was located.
So these motherfuckers were squatting in the household. Not them. Not this motherfucker right here. Not this motherfucker right here. I know she wasn't squatting. She's strong and independent. This the ones who talk about the 5.5 hour gang. Nah, they can't be. Nah, it can't be. Not them. They don't live in no fucking trap house and shit. Oh.
She, too, was arrested the same day in Atlanta after investigators found out she moved into an abandoned home in an area of town called Oakland City.
So they was in a town called Oakland City, which I never heard of. Oh, is it Oakland City? Okay, my man G get it. INC say, yeah, I was born in Oakland City. So this bitch was in this trap house. This bitch was living in the trap house with her nigga, knowing damn well he did her bidding. That's why I say she was charged with first-degree murder as well, either first or second. She deserved the same fate that he does. She should get the death penalty as well. And that's why I showed y'all the stats again, even though a lot of y'all like, man, we've seen this over and over and over. But I want y'all to continue to see it over and over and never forget when these bitches be talking about how black men ain't shit. I want you to understand, let's talk about these stats over here on what you motherfuckers be doing to our children that we can't be around. See, yeah, this motherfucker and his bitch who orchestrated this shit was living in a trap house like they were squatting. So do this Mother Earth sound like a victim, or does this motherfucker sound like a participant, a volunteer? They hiding in motherfucking trap houses and shit. This her daughter now, not his daughter, her bloodline, her egg, the one she buried. But y'all sitting back talking about men in fucking nursing homes? But you ain't talking about the child that was buried in the open area for a year? Okay.
The home they were squatting in is within a mile of Leon's last known Atlanta address. It's also near the grocery store where he was seen the week Janell went missing. With both parents in jail, the case took a devastating turn.
Our goal this week is the recovery of a body. I think the community needs peace. The family needs peace.
8 weeks into the search, Janell's case turned into a homicide. Law enforcement combed Regency Mall after multiple phones in the Tripp household pinged off a cell tower in the area. The community is searching too. Creeks, woods, and other familiar locations. And anyone with information leading to her body, reward money has increased to nearly $4,000.
But not just pray together.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's go back to that church.
Information leading to her body, reward money has increased to nearly $4,000.
Now, I'm looking at this church and just glancing, I see way more women than men. I'm not surprised at all. But I want you to understand that a lot of these baby mama terrorists are the main ones that's in church waving their hand to Jesus. But the reality is these are not the ones that's God-fearing. These are the ones that's waving their hand to Sky Daddy. And for those who don't know who Sky Daddy is, those are the devils. Those are the devils that they worship. These are the ones who will sit back, manipulate our children to hate the dad. These are the ones that kick the father out the house for government daddy's handouts. These are the ones that will love a preacher who don't give a fuck about them, then loving their own fucking children and family. These are the ones who will turn around and destroy the community and then go back in there and talk about, I'm struggling, I need help, and woe is me, and Jesus is good to come to see me. Get baptized in the blood of Satan. Yeah, they playing the white Jesus too. Doing all that shit. Anything but the real God. That's why I tell y'all. But they the same ones that say black men ain't shit.
But not just pray together and come together, but stay together.
The community stepped up in a mighty way, helping law enforcement with prayer vigils.
And look, there go the mother. Wait a minute. I think that was the mama. Look, that was the mama right here with this wave cap on and shit. I told y'all, you can't make this shit up. They praying for this low-lighted ass bitch that killed her motherfucking daughter or got her killed. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I guess you trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Shit. Nah, she ain't getting no. Once I saw the interview when she said that my daughter's missing, but my husband is back home or he's found somewhere else, you should have known then what was going on. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Law enforcement with prayer vigils.
There's somebody go with me. You want to go with me, Lynn? We're going to take a team straight down that way.
To carefully plan civilian searches. Ray Montana takes to Facebook Live almost daily looking for the teen. And WEZO 1230 AM The Blaze host, Pastor Angela C. Hardin, takes to the airwaves and to the streets for prayer vigils weekly.
That's who we're seeking, the higher power. You know, we're seeking the Lord, you know, and through the Holy Spirit that he will lead and guide us.
Now, I have to give this woman a shout out. This woman, yeah, she a pastor. Now, me, personally, I don't think a woman should be a pastor. And the Bible never said that women were ministers, pastors, and prophets. Well, I don't know about prophets. I'm just saying ministers and stuff like that. I disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But in our society, they say that, you know, women could be pastors too and everything else. But I will say this woman right here cared about that little girl being found. She tried her damnedest to spread the word. She actually made a lot of shit happen. So that's one thing I will say. I give her a shout out for. She cared about that little girl, that teenage. She's not little, but that teenage girl. She cared. So I will give her that. I will give her that. And I'm gonna show you a video in a second on how that baby mama tears of a mother ain't shit, and how far they will go to try to play victim and justify that I didn't do nothing. So I will give a shout out for that, but I don't believe in women being preaching and pastors and ministers. I don't. To each his own, but And the Bible don't say nothing about no women pastors, preachers, and ministers. So that's just my opinion.
And give us wisdom, and not just us as a community, but the law enforcement, the investigators, that this case will be settled.
And the men and women of Richmond County law enforcement left no stone unturned looking for Janell. Teams went door to door in the Terrace Manor neighborhood, researching the home, nearby school, and investigating both parents within jail walls.
And we asking the public, let us do our job. We've been doing it a long time. I worked homicide for 10 years. There's a lot of things that you're not going to understand why we do it, why we have to do it, why it seems like it's a waste of time. Why there's a lot of things that involve, because again, our goal is the successful prosecution of a homicide investigation.
Yeah.
So where does the case go from here? Well, the district attorney talks about that, plus more.
We don't need to hear no more about that. We're going to go to part 2. That was part 1, Where's Janell? So here's the part 2 of Where's Janell?
Investigators continue working to find missing Augusta teenager LaTonya Janell Carwell and bring closure. Here's part 2 of News Channel 6's.
Hit the like button, y'all. Donate to the channel, subscribe if you're new.
But really, where is Janell? She left no digital footprint, no post to social media, no phone calls, no text. Searches have taken place for the teen, both alive and for her remains in Augusta and Atlanta. Really, where is Janell? A beautiful girl who her uncle recalls as his own. We spoke with Charles Carwell the week after his niece disappeared, and he never believed she willingly left to help someone in South Carolina with car trouble.
She'll go anywhere you ask her to go. If I'm in that circle. So if I asked her, hey, let's go to Walmart 1 o'clock in the morning, she's going to go. Is that on her? No, because I'm the adult and I asked her to come out the house. I do feel like she's in a situation where she's probably held against her will, because right now that girl would have reached out. This is a good kid. She's never been in trouble legally. She's not in trouble at school. I've helped raise this girl from, an infant, toddler on up. So this girl was making good grades. She's on her way to school, college, after high school.
A bright girl with a brighter future. But District Attorney Natalie Payne told a judge in court that Leon Tripp admitted she's no longer alive. Tanya is sticking to her story.
Ms. Tripp advised that her...
See what I mean? Now, and I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's so sad that these baby mama terrors will still sit back. Even though they call they shit, they will still keep their shit the same. I ain't do nothings. I didn't do nothings. And not only I ain't do nothings, whose fault is it?
It's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
Dude admitted she ain't no longer around. This baby mama tells like she is. I'm gonna stick to my story because your ass decided to have some type of guilt or emotions and shit, or some type of emotional tired and shit. I don't, because I know who I worship. I worship the man downstairs. I worship the devil, Sky Daddy. I'm just trying to tell y'all niggas, these motherfuckers worship Sky Daddy. They will always run around. Yeah, and then, Juice. They would turn around and point and say, nah, he did it. He set up, I ain't know nothing about it. And I'm just a victim of circumstance. But guess what? The reality is she knew she was dealing with a nigga who would like to be cruel to children. She met the nigga in jail.
I built that nigga.
She wrote the blueprint. But y'all talking about men in nursing homes. Okay. Yeah.
District Attorney Natalie Payne told a judge in court that Leon Tripp admitted she's no longer alive. Tanya is sticking to her story.
Ms. Tripp advised that her husband, Leon Tripp, and Janell had left to go assist someone at Parksville Lake, or the Parksville area, with a broken down vehicle.
Now, and the reason why I want y'all to read this, she's not saying that he killed her daughter. She is still saying that, and I'm gonna read this. Miss Tripp advised that her husband, meaning she's saying that, and continue to say, Leon and Janell had left to go assist someone at the Clarks Hill Lake or Clarks Hill area with a broken down car. So basically what she's saying is, my daughter's still alive. My husband ain't do shit. She's still sticking to the script. Do this sound like a person that give a fuck about the daughter? Or this sound like a motherfucker that ate, assist, or even conspired and orchestrated that shit? You cannot make this shit up. She's a fucking convict too.
You go fuck yourself, convict!
She's a convict too. She ain't no accessory. She's a convict too. She killed that little girl just as much as he did.
Could Leon have killed her? The mother of his biological children spoke exclusively to us, and she told us what she thinks.
Do you think he could have done the unthinkable and killed her?
I cannot say he did not kill her. I don't think he would, but like I said, his emotional response could, I don't know the nature of their relationship. If it's supposed to be they were dating or something, or they were messing around, then in the event of she wanted to leave, I don't think he'll kill her. You know, I just don't think he'll like it. And that's when the problem come in. That was my problem. When you're trying to leave him.
But despite rumors of a romantic relationship between Leon and Janell, Tanya denied an affair ever happened.
Really? He married to all this prettiness and he gonna run away with our daughter? Come on now. That's stupid.
Did y'all just hear what this bitch said? See, this is why I say these bitches don't give a fuck about their children. All they give a fuck about is they selves. And then you want to lie at the same time. Did you just hear what this bitch said? So basically the girlfriend, the ex, his baby mama, he got 2 kids with her. I think it's 2 girls. She's saying maybe the little girl had a relationship with him like that and some shit. But did you hear what the mama say? Did you hear what the mama say? I want y'all to hear this real clearly, because if you worried about your daughter or your son being missing, you're not talking about how pretty you are. You're not talking about how you got this going on, how you got that going on. You like, man, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm just want my daughter to come home. Fuck her. I don't believe it or it's not true. I'm not finna do all prettiness, y'all. First of all, it's a fucking lie, Cap. But I'm just talking about, why would you say something like that and your daughter's missing and possibly could be dead somewhere? I want y'all to hear that again. You can't make this shit up.
You know, I just don't think he'll like it. And that's when the problem comes in.
You can't make this shit up.
When you're trying to leave him.
But despite rumors of a romantic relationship between Leon and Janell, Tanya denied an affair ever happened.
Really? He married to all this prettiness and he gonna run away with our daughter? Come on now.
Our daughter. Our daughter. Our daughter. Our daughter.
I built that nigga. I built that nigga.
Our daughter. You know what? I can't. I gotta do it now, y'all. I was gonna wait to the end, but I have to do it now because this just blew me what she just said. She said prettiest. I can't do it. I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it.
You wanna come at me?
I'm sorry.
10 years later, talking about you in love with me?
Yeah.
You got a luggage?
This
you think I'm gonna carry that shit? Hell no, I don't want your funky ass.
Somebody
you better go on eBay. Shit. I wanted you to be mine.
She done hit the wall, y'all.
But I was never your type. You always wanted that street nigga who had swag. I knew we were a better fit. Ooh. But you rather deal with a broke ass. How could you kick me to the curb when he treats you like trash? 10 years later, here you come saying you're in love with me. With 6 kids getting handouts from government daddy. Bitch, I'm no damn fool, so move out of my way. You better off finding that nigga off eBay. I'm telling you, no, you done hit the wall. I don't want you at all. Better go on Craigslist. You baby mama terrorist. I'm telling you, hell no. You done hit the wall. I don't want you at all. Better find you a Tyrone. You better get gone because I don't want you. You lonely ass bitch. You bummy ass bitch. Yeah. Bitch, I'm no fool, so move out of my way. You best to find that nigga off eBay. You know you done hit the wall. I don't want you at all. Better go on Craigslist. You baby mama terrorist. I'm telling you, hell no. You done hit the wall. I don't want you at all. Better find you a Tyrone. You better get gone because I don't want you.
Man, this bitch got me sweating on this motherfucker. I was dead serious. This bitch done hit the motherfucking wall, y'all. That bitch had me sweating. That bitch lied. She lied to all you motherfuckers with this motherfucker prettiness, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That bitch lied. She lied. Somebody lied to her.
What's wrong with y'all niggas?
Shit.
What's wrong with you?
Somebody lied to that bitch.
You've been had.
Like a motherfucker.
You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled,
Yeah.
led astray, run amok.
I had to do it then, because when she said that, I'm like, nah, she lied. Bitch got me sweating off. That's how serious I was on that shit. Let's continue. But this bitch said, all this prettiness, really? The fuck out of here. She don't give a fuck about her daughter. She did it. She's part of the problem. She set that little girl to be murdered.
Really? He married to all this prettiness and he gonna run away with our daughter? Come on now. That's stupid.
Our
The
daughter.
parents are silent, though, about where Janell's body might be and who might have done the crime. But Payne has already suggested she will add to both Leon Tripp's kidnapping charge and Tanya Tripp's hindering the apprehension of a criminal charge.
I would not rule out the possibilities of additional charges in this matter.
As the DA builds a case that may very well be murder for Tanya and Leon Tripp, people still want to know where Janell's body is, and some have a mustard seed of faith that she's out there somewhere. Investigators are concentrating their search in the Garden City, but we know that Leon Tripp is from Atlanta and his family still lives there. That's also where he and Tanya picked up a U-Haul and fled to, hiding in Leon's old stomping grounds.
So I want you to understand, they picked up a U-Haul, her and this simp enforcer, and it was hiding in and out of trap houses, right around the fucking U-Haul. So I thought that she was a victim. I thought that she was wishing for her daughter to come back. I thought this was another 5.5 hour episode.
Biatch.
This ain't a 5.5 hour episode because the mama killed that little girl as well. This ain't 5.5 hours. But see, if you call this shit out, these Ku Klux Kids ain't gonna say, oh no, you know what they're gonna say? It's Jermaine's fault and he the one did it and the mama didn't know no better. She was just naive and stupid. She was just whipped off that dick. No, she didn't do that shit. She's a queen. Yeah. No, that bitch was involved in this shit just as much. She should have been there to do the killing.
Leon's old stomping grounds.
Yeah. Low life ass bitch.
Where is Janell?
Count on News Channel 6 to follow this story as we...
Yeah, so that's the end of that. Now check this out. Let me tell you how far this bitch will go. Let's go how far this bitch will go to basically pretend like she didn't do nothing. Did you know
on the 3rd of May
that that woman I showed you in the video with her show, the one with the show, the radio show, she meets up with this baby mama Ted's mama and go on Facebook Live so she can, you know, try to find the little girl, because this woman actually believed that the mother is a caring mother, a nurturing mother, a loving mother that cares about her daughter. She really thought that this mother was a mother when this mother was a motherfucker. Low life baby mama terrorist. Piece of shit human scum. Let's check this out. She's over at her house, or they somewhere together, and they on Facebook Live talking about, we want my little girl back.
I'm here with her mother. Let me put the picture up on the young lady, Latanya Carwell, who is missing. Let me turn this around. I want y'all to see her, and right here. This is she's 16 years old, and she's missing. And this is her stepdad. They were last seen leaving her mom's home here, and we're doing all we can to get the word out. She's been missing now for how long? 3 weeks?
15 days.
15 days. 15 days. She left home with this man here, which is her.
Let me see. Is it me? No, that's her phone freezing.
Okay. I'm kind of losing connection, so you all bear with me. The devil is a liar, but that's her. Here's
no, the devil ain't a liar. That baby mama Ted's bitch is a motherfucking liar. Whoa, well, you know what? You right, because she is the devil. I apologize. She's right. She's the devil's son-in-law. You right.
I'm kind of losing connection, so you all bear with me. The devil is a liar, but that's her. Here's another picture of her, 16 years old, and we need as many people as possible to repost. We're gonna get it out as much as we can. We want her to come home. We were told that she was could be in the Atlanta area, and we need everybody to be on the lookout for her stepdad. We were even told he was seen there on Lee Street, I believe, in Atlanta. So he's been spotted. We want to know where she is. And that's why we're coming to you guys. And
you hear that bitch in the background? Well, 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 bitch ain't shit. Well, I might have to make a beat like that. This bitch ain't shit.
Spotted. We want to know where she is. And that's why we're coming to you guys. And we know the power of social media. And I'm here with her mom. So mom, you let me turn it around right quick. Again, I'm here with her mother. And mom, let me just sit here with you. This is her mother, Tanya Tripp. Tanya, I know it's a little difficult, but would you just kind of share with our audience how important this is and how bad you want your baby to come home?
Tell them, ho.
It's the utmost important because my daughter has never, ever been away from me this long, a period of time without no call, text, or anything. And I need my baby home at the utmost 15 days ago. That's how important it is. So if y'all see her or know her whereabouts, please call the Richmond County Sheriff Department at 706-821-1080.
Amen. And that's her mom. Now she went missing. I don't know if you want to go back to exactly what happened or how this happened, but how did she end up leaving? I know a lot of people are saying different things,
right? And
you might want to just expel some of those rumors and deal with that. You can do that at this time if you like to, because a lot of times we have our preconception of what happened, or we kind of think about where this must was going on or that was going on, and we want to we want to put a rest to all of that. What's important is that she come home. That's what's important. But anything you want to share pertaining to what happened or what could have happened here?
Okay, so on the 16th, which was Easter, we had a cookout, and I was helping out with them with the cookout. And I do have cancer. I have brain cancer and I have lung cancer. And I was
so now this bitch got lung cancer, she got brain cancer, she got all this cancer and shit. Oh, well, maybe that's why she killed a little girl, because well, if I gotta die, you gotta die too, because I can't die all by myself alone. The fuck out of here. Now she victim. She got cancer shit. Shout out to Tobo for the $5 donation. He says, oh, she get the deleted death sentence. They hate their children more than the dad. I never believe a baby mama tells story full of lies. I didn't ask for this. Yeah, that'll be her when if they well, I think she got life, I think.
Because I didn't want none of this. I didn't ask for none of this. I understand. I didn't ask for this.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Tobo. That's a fact. Salute to you. She want to talk about how she got cancer and all this shit now.
Pertaining to what happened or what could have happened here.
Okay, so on the 16th, which was Easter, we had a cookout, and I was helping out with them with the cookout. And I do have cancer. I have brain cancer and I have lung cancer. And I was inhaling too much of the smoke. So my husband told me to go in the house and lay down. So I did, because I couldn't breathe. And shortly after that, you know, she was out there helping him finish cooking or what have you. They all ate and everything, but I didn't eat at the time. Later on, that's when I said about 1:30, he came in the house after all that was over. He came in and he said, babe, I need to use your phone. I need to look up something, is what he said. So I just gave him my phone and rolled back over and laid down. And shortly after that, I heard his truck crank up. And then I heard after that, the back door slam. My baby girl, shortly after that, when they left, came in and told me that, you know, she had left or whatever. Janell's gone is what she said. And I said, gone where? And she said, I don't know. So I go through the house calling for her, nothing. And I immediately go into mommy mode. I called my husband because I knew he had my phone. And first thing he said was, baby, I'm sorry. He said, I got Janell. He said, I got her to ride along with me because I didn't want to bother you because you were sick. He said, I was going to ask you, but you were sick, but I didn't want to bother you. And he said, I asked her to ride with me to help with the GPS because he is not no technology person. He's not. And my daughter is good at that kind of stuff. So that's since I wasn't. And she went with him to help her dad with that. He told me, he said, Maurice stuck on the side of the road. And I'm trying to help him. I said, okay. And he said, I told him, I said, wait, you gonna follow him all the way home? He said, no. He said, when we get back in Augusta, he said, he's gonna go his way, I'm gonna go mine. I said, okay. I said, babe, call me and let me know you're on your way or what have you. He said, okay, I will. And 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, I'm calling, texting, nothing. And that's one thing they're not gonna do is ignore my call when they see me. Get out. Let's see her. She see me calling, she don't answer the call. He same thing with him. Regardless of what he doing, he gonna stop, he gonna answer me, and we go back to where we going. So it's crazy for him not to answer the phone or what have you. And all this craziness about they ran off female and stuff. No, it's no truth in none of that. That's her dad. That's his daughter. That's it. I'm his wife, not her. So all that crazy. I made my baby like 15 days ago. Type. Going out her mind, trying to find me or trying to get home.
Now, my thing is, why does this so-called minister gotta tell her to say you want your daughter home? Why does she gotta tell her to tell the world that you want your daughter to come home? The fuck out of here. Shout out to Charles Merchant for the $10 donation. He says, they want help mentoring and finding their lost children. Such the life of a baby mama terrorist. Yes. Yes. Shout out to you, my brother.
I said, wait, you gonna follow him all the way home? He said, no. He said, when we get back in Augusta, he said he gonna go his way. I'm gonna go mine. I said, okay. I said, well, babe, call me and let me know y'all on your way. Same thing with him. Regardless of what he doing, he's gonna stop. He gonna answer me and go back to wherever he's doing. So it's crazy for them not to answer the phone or what have you. And all this craziness about they ran off to be together and stuff. No, it's no truth in none of that. That's her dad. That's his daughter. That's it. I'm his wife, not her. So all that craziness, it's no happening to that.
Okay. And you want her home?
I need my baby home like 15 days ago type home, because she has never been away from me this long. And I know she's going out of her mind trying to find me or trying to get home. So yes, I need my baby home. I do.
Okay. So you making a plea to the people?
Yes, please. If you see,
why does she gotta tell her what to say? See, that's what I'm saying. She know this bitch full of shit, but she want to keep the spirits going that there's some hope in this sinner, this fucking devil, this devil's son-in-law of a baby mama terrorist. She knows, because why you got to tell her all that? If that's the case, you should just kept speaking and left her in the background. Well, I mean, shit. That's what they should have just let her shut the fuck up and just stay in the background with a hot-looking ass.
Get home. So yes, I need my baby home.
This bitch ain't shit.
I do.
Okay. So you making a plea to the people?
Yes, please. If you see her, call the authorities so they can do their job to get her home, because every law enforcement agency around this world know about this case. So yeah, please, if you see her, just call 911, please.
It
wasn't just the.
Well, so that was her, talking her bullshit, lying, looking all wild-eyed and shit. Look, she ain't look at her. Looking all wild-eyed and shit. She don't give a fuck about her, that little girl. She don't. Talking about some I wanted to come back home. She need to come back home and shit. Yeah, that was her on come back on home. So now let's get to the deception of what this baby mama terrorist does. The lies.
Hey, everybody.
The lies that, the mama is doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe the pastor should have been locked up too, because she's trying to aid assist this hoe.
Hey, everybody, I'm Brad Means.
I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us tonight.
We do appreciate it. As coverage you can count on continues with the investigation into the death of Latanya Janell Carwell. Here we are now, just a few days after law enforcement found her body, the identification coming just yesterday. News Channel 6's Renetta Dubose joining us live on Golden Camp Road, where a prayer vigil is underway near the site where that child's body was found. Renetta?
That's right, Brad. And as people reflect on this case and think about it from the past year, there are still so many questions left unanswered. Now, the sheriff did talk about a lot of details of the case today, but we will still need to wait to get answers when the autopsy returns.
How long was she suffering? When did she actually die? What did they actually do to her?
Did he kill her before he drug up that big old hill? Or did he come from behind? Because we walked all back there.
Question after question plagues the community that grew to love Latanya Janell Carwell in the months between when she was reported missing just after her 16th birthday until now. Armed with confirmation that human remains found on Golden Camp Road are hers, Sheriff Richard Roundtree says the case can move forward.
Anytime you try a case and you do not have remains, there's always that small amount of doubt that may be in the jury's mind that the person is not deceased. Especially based on some rumors that went on when this first started. This lays that speculation to rest.
Sheriff Roundtree addresses how his office investigated the disappearance of the teen, admitting they were misguided by what he calls a well-rehearsed story given by Tanya Tripp on the night her husband, Leon Tripp, and daughter left their Tate Road home. And he says even though he conducted several searches, including one directly across the street from where remains were located, they were at a disadvantage.
The remains were found in the backyard of a residence that has found out to be was vacant at the time. At this time, when the bank took over and the person was prepared to move in, surveying the property, they came across. During our search, we only searched common areas, and we encouraged the public to check their yards.
The sheriff says he expects the pending autopsy will answer questions people still want to know. So far, we know the case focuses on the Terrace Manor area, starting with Janell's last known location at her Tate Road home, her body nearby on Golden Camp Road, and the family's truck abandoned off Old McDuffie Road.
The people we have in custody are responsible for death.
Now, as this case moves into the next phase, which is to go before a grand jury for indictment, the community still mourns. It's truly a healing process thinking about Janell, and that is why the alumni of her high school, T.W. Josie, have started with a prayer vigil. You can see it behind me already getting underway. It will start about 6:30 right here on Golden Camp Road. We're live in Augusta. Renetta DuBose, WJBF News Channel 6. Back to you.
Well. He said they both was involved with this bullshit. Gotta give a shout out to my girl, Miss Coffee, for the $5 cash app. She said, I love your shows. I appreciate you. Love you too. See, while y'all motherfuckers run around talking about what black man's in a nursing home more than a woman, even though that's a lie, y'all need to talk about your constituents that sit back and murder children and get sympathy force to do it so they can try to say it's Jermaine's fault, but the reality is she the one who wrote the blueprint for it. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. So unfortunately, they did find the body. She was deceased. She was murdered. And she was in somebody's backyard, a vacant house. That's sad. That is sad. Let's go to the Simple Forces past. We're gonna listen to Leon Tripp, which is a stepdaddy. We're gonna listen to his baby mama. They got 2 kids together when she's talk about his past. Let's see about the past that she was trying to talk about in the other video. I think it's the full one.
As coverage you can count on continues with Leon Tripp's first court appearance in Richmond County. A judge denied bond for the man accused of kidnapping his stepdaughter, calling him a flight risk and danger to the community. The district attorney there says 16-year-old LaTanya Carwell is either presumed dead or unable to communicate now.
Meanwhile, the questions surround Leon Tripp and his past, specifically what landed him in an Atlanta.
I apologize. This is the ex-wife. So he was married before. Dark Coffee said, I work at a nursing home. I'm here now. Yeah, well, Sucky, whatever the fuck her ass licking ass is. She said that most men are in nursing homes, talking about black men, and the stats says different. She lied. She lied. And while they talking about what man is in the nursing home, she ain't talking about what woman leads in abuse and child neglect and child fatalities. See, that's what they won't talk about. That's the shit I'm talking about. Talk about the shit that's really important. Don't worry about some nigga that's in a nursing home at 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. Let's talk about these young baby mama tears, these old baby mama tears, these what's these other one? These pillars, baby mama terrorists, these leaders of baby mama terrorism. Let's talk about these motherfuckers that are destroying our children and writing blueprints for simple forces to aid assist them as they destroy our children. That's what we need to talk about. Don't worry about the nigga in the nursing home. He lived his life.
Jail to serve some serious time. News Channel 6's Renetta DuBose digging deeper into Leon Tripp's past and speaking exclusively to Tripp's ex-wife and the mother of his children.
Yeah.
Jenny, Makeda Kay and I spoke earlier today to find out more about this man accused of kidnapping Latanya Carwell over 6 weeks ago. Makeda tells me that during her time married to Tripp between 2003 and 2009, he had some serious problems, mainly after drinking alcohol. But she doesn't believe he would have killed Latanya.
I think it was out of character for him to take the daughter. Him leaving, no.
The ex-wife of Leon Tripp came forward to share her experience with the man who now wears an orange jumpsuit and the disappearance of Latanya Carwell. Makeda Kay tells me Leon had a scheduled child support hearing in Augusta the week the two left their Terrace Manor home.
I don't think he's going to court.
Wait a minute. So a week or two before he left the manor home, I don't know if she mean by, I don't know what she mean, like, is she meant like when he left to his current wife or when he left her ass? But seems to me that he's supposed to went to court for child support. He looked pitiful. He looked stupid. He was like one of the dumbass simp enforcers that was raised by a baby mama terrorist and shit. I want you to understand that his current wife met him while he was locked up in jail. You can look that up. They met while he was in jail. You cannot make this shit up. And again, you'll have anybody around your fucking kids because you don't care.
Appearance of Latanya Carwell. Makeda Kay tells me Leon had a scheduled child support hearing in Augusta the week the two left their Terrace Manor home.
I don't think he's going to court because they've been missing.
Latanya Carwell was presumed missing with her stepfather when Kay heard the news of the disappearance of the 16-year-old. Since she was expecting him to appear in court that week, she says she inquired about his home life with Tanya Tripp in case he was given a chance to take his two daughters into his home.
Especially with our oldest child. He would never go off with her or nothing like that. He would just go off on his own if he was to go off.
Kay released this statement to a hungry group of concerned citizens across the country who all want Latanya found safely. She stated she warned Tanya Tripp about her husband before they married and even wrote letters to prevent his release from prison. She even says she helped law enforcement as much as she could in the search for Latanya. Now, in an exclusive interview, she tells us the Leon she married in 2003 was a church-going family man who was a good mechanic.
And then when he drank, that's when he's a little more abusive. He reflects back on times when he was younger, his interpretation of what he felt like was wrong, when he was coming up, what he didn't have.
And see that, and you know what? Now, I ain't trying to take up this low like the nigga. See, I ain't like these baby mama tears. They take up for low like the baby mama tears and justified. But did you hear what she said? He tends to get drunk and drink and be angry and abusive because he talks about his past. He talk about his upbringing. Now, let me ask y'all this dumbass question. Now, his upbringing, the hurt and pain that they say that he so-called went through, which I believe it. Do y'all have a thought of who was raising this dude? Do y'all have a thought? Who you think was raising this motherfucker to be who he is today? Since she just admitted that he started, drinking because he can't deal with his past of his upbringing, his raising. What do you think he went through? I'm just saying. Let me know.
Like was wrong, that's when he's a little more abusive. He reflects back on times when he was younger, his interpretation of what he felt like was wrong, when he was coming up, what he didn't have, just being victim a lot of times, and it would make him angry, and it would come out more when he was drinking.
So what I'm telling you, and again, hey, I ain't just find shit. I ain't just find a goddamn thing. But I want you to understand that, yeah, he was raised by one of the baby mama terrorists. And he was raised probably to be a son husband. He was definitely raised to be a simp enforcer. And he didn't like that shit. The community failed him. But y'all sit back and say that it's Jermaine's fault. I'm sure. Shout out to Dan Strong for the $10 cash. We said errands and rental center, couch fees. Thank you, my brother. I definitely appreciate it. See, these bitches will justify this shit when there's a baby mama telling. I don't justify shit, but I want you to understand where that mindset and what the shit he did came from. Because he just said it. She just admitted it. She a baby mama tears too far as I'm concerned, but she just said it. He was a church goer. He fixed cars. But then when it came down to it, he couldn't let go of this hurtful past. And we already know who was the constituent in his upbringing. I'm just saying. Let me let Denzel speak for Malcolm X, man. I'm just saying.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
He says Tripp broke into the children's room in an apartment she lived in with her daughters when she left him, and that's where the cruelty to children charge came from. She says she does not think her ex-husband killed LaTanya or sold her into the human trafficking industry, and he stayed in the Oakland City area of Atlanta all of his life, so she thinks LaTanya is close to his home.
So let's go back. She said that's where the cruelty came from. Drunk be cruel to the children, his own children. So
He says Tripp,
and if he's being cruel to his own children, what makes you think he's gonna be nice to yours? But again, this baby mama Tez wasn't nice either because she have orchestrated this bullshit to happen in Needle from the get-go. That's but y'all say that more men are in nursing home than women.
broke into the children's room in an apartment she lived in with her daughters when she left him, and that's where the cruelty to children charge came from. She says she does not think her ex-husband killed LaTanya or sold her into the human trafficking industry, and he stayed in the Oakland City area of Atlanta all of his life, so she thinks LaTanya is close to his home.
He's not a person who explores past Georgia or the Oakland City area, so I just don't see them going anywhere else where she would be somewhere far. The GPS and him not knowing how to get around is true, but he do know how to find out how to get around.
The search for LaTanya continues as Tripp made his first court appearance in Richmond County.
Mr. Tripp and his wife, who is the mother of Janell, their statements are in conflict, although they do seem to be working in concert with each other.
He said very little.
I'll let it remain silent until I have counsel.
So he didn't have shit to say. He ain't gonna talk with you. He's smart. He ain't gonna say shit. He don't want to talk to counsel. So now, where we are today in this unfortunate situation, then I'm gonna get my ass back on the couch. Man, this happened back in 2016. They are trying to, I think this was last year. They are trying to dismiss the case. Let me see. I thought I had. I guess I don't have it right here, but let me. LaTanya Tripp update. (2023). See, that's why I said these bitches ain't shit, man. So check this out. This update. This happened in 2021 October, end of the year. So the suspect in the disappearance and the death of Augusta teen is back in court. So this was in 2021. I want y'all to see this update. More than 4 years after the Augusta teen's disappearance spewed months of community-wide searches, the man investigators contend is responsible for disappearance and death is still no closer to trial. So he haven't been, I just want to let y'all know he haven't been to trial yet. They are actually trying to dismiss based on some bullshit, but they ain't finna dismiss it. Now, Friday in Richmond County Superior Court, Leon Tripp, who's 42 years old now, was back in the courtroom where he faced a possible death penalty trial in the slaying Tanya Janell Carwell, whose mother reported her missing the morning of her 16th birthday, April 7, 2017. Now check this out. Look at this. Tripp had married Tanya Tripp in 2015 and moved in with her and her daughters. So she has more than one daughter. She actually got 2 daughters. You can't make this shit up. In 2015, they were married and he moved in with her and her daughters, not daughter, daughters. She has 2 daughters. The younger one, she had a younger daughter. She had a younger one. Now, Tanya Tripp told investigators that her husband woke up the night before the girl's disappearance to say she was going to help a friend who was having car trouble and taking Janell with him. In the weeks that followed, Tanya Tripp said she hadn't heard from either again. But on May 23rd, 2017, she and Leon Tripp was arrested together at the Cobb County U-Haul facility. At the U-Haul facility. The teen's remains was found in a grave dug in the backyard of a home in a Golden Cam Road on March 28, 2018. So Leon Tripp is charged with murder, kidnapping with bodily injury, cruelty to children, and concealing the death of another. The prosecution filed a notice of the intention to seek a death penalty or death sentence if he is convicted of murder. His wife is facing a separate prosecution for the murder in the 2nd degree, concealing the death of another, and hindering the apprehension of a criminal. Both have pleaded not guilty to all the charges. See, she got a separate prosecution. 2nd degree murder, concealing the death of another, and hindering the apprehension of a criminal. You know, riding around a U-Haul truck, living in motherfucking trap houses. Now on Friday, Chief Judge Daniel J. Craig, who inherited the case from a judge who retired in 2017, met Tripp newly assigned attorneys. The 3rd set of attorneys assigned to his case since the indictment in March of 2018. New lead attorney Adam Levin of the jump to something else. Jump to something else. Like it jumped to a whole nother thing. We read this part already. It repeats itself. All right. The new lead attorney, Adam Levin of Georgia Capitol Defender's Office in Athens, told that he only just received Tripp's case file 2 days earlier. Levin promised the judge that delay would not be a defense tactic. Craig set the next hearing date for December the 14th and told attorneys to be prepared for president of all motions then, after he has ruled on the motions and given the attorneys time to raise any subsequent issues. Craig said he will be set a trial date Tanya Tripp case is separate from her husband's. Both are awaiting trial. So basically, she's still waiting the trial. They both ain't went to trial yet. Shout out to my man G-Man, JL Jinx, for the jokes for the $5 Canadian donation. He said, fuck child support fees. Shout out to you, my brother. Yeah, they ain't had no court yet. They ain't had no court yet. Check it out. Let me see if I can find it. Then I'm getting out of here. Probably not gonna find it. Now, this is the last one. November of 2022. Attorneys are seeking a dismissal of the capital murder charges or suppression of evidence. So this motherfucker right here, who actually did the blueprint, the attorneys is trying to dismiss this case. It came out in November 2022. So attorneys for a man facing capital murder in the trial in the 2017 disappearance and death of his stepdaughter are trying to convince the judge the case should be thrown out, or at minimum, evidence should be suppressed. The pretrial hearing of Leon Tripp, 43 years old now, began Monday, November 21st. Tripp has pleaded not guilty in Richmond County Superior Court to charges including murder to death for Latanya Janell Carwell. The teen's mother reported her and her husband missing on the morning, April 17, 2017, which was also Janell's 16th birthday. So she had this shit done on her birthday. If convicted, they'll be asked to decide punishment, life in prison, with or without parole, or death. Now, the remains was found March 8, 2018, now from a home where she lived with Tripp and her mama, Tanya Tripp, and her little sister. Leon and Tanya Tripp, 40, were arrested at the DeKalb County U-Haul facility on May 23, 2018. Tanya Tripp was accused of second-degree murder and other charges. She pleaded not guilty. Her case is separate from the husband's. So, now they're seeking a dismissal in the case based on what they contend was intentional violation of Tripp's right to communicate privately with his attorney and the violation of his right to be free of potential attempts at interrogation after he invoked his right to counsel. So it seems to me that they did a violation of his rights. They saying when he wanted to communicate with his attorneys privately, they weren't allowing it. But in my opinion, I don't think they're gonna dismiss that shit. I don't think so. But on June the 9th, 2017, Tripp's then attorney, Peter Johnson, got a call from the district attorney at the time, Natalie Payne. She told him Tripp was at the sheriff's office and she asked if he wanted to be presented. Johnson headed over to the sheriff's office. He testified Monday. Payne, the investigator, Lucas Grant, told Johnson that Tripp wanted to talk, but Johnson said he wanted to hear that from Tripp himself. He spoke to Tripp in one of the sheriff's office interrogation room and then reported Tripp would not be making any statements that day. Johnson said he left then, believing Tripp would be returned back into jail, but Tripp wasn't returned back into jail for several hours, during which time Grant talked to Tripp without his attorney. Grant testified Monday that he didn't know Tripp's attorney. He told Sheriff Richard Roundtree that Tripp was not making a statement. Grant, who had just been assigned as a homicide investigator, said he didn't know that a person represented by attorney could not be questioned without his attorney being present. How the fuck you didn't know that? Get the fuck out of here. I know that.
You fucking nincomb fucking poop.
Once they say that they want to be, they don't want to talk, they want to wait on their lawyer, you do not talk to him without a lawyer. I know that, and I ain't no goddamn cop. He lying like a motherfucker.
You fucking nincomb fucking poop.
He lying like a motherfucker. He lying like a motherfucker. So he said he didn't know. He didn't know. So Grant Payne sheriff, he testified Monday that they didn't realize that the system used the video to auto record the interrogation rooms, continue to record audio, even when the officer turned off the sound audio portion of the recording system. Yeah, They will learn differently until the next year when a defense attorney in another murder case discovered a recording of his conversation with his clients inside the interrogation room. Payne said that she had no idea about the recording of the privileged conversation until she learned about it in the defense attorney's motion to dismiss murder charges based on a constitutional violation. Because it's such a basic right that everyone knows, she had no reason to believe that sheriff investigators would normally make such a recording. Shout out to my man from The Wire. Shit. So, Roundtree testified that he talked to Tripp with his attorney present that day, laying out the Tripp that he wanted to know if he was looking to rescue Janell or trying to locate her remains. Although Tripp didn't answer the question, his attorneys did. Roundtree said, called back to witness stand, Johnson empathetically denied telling Roundtree anything his client said. After each side submits a brief, Judge Daniel J. Craig will rule on the motion. I pray to God that this dumbass cop and the rest of them dumbass motherfuckers didn't fuck it up for this dude to be set free. But, if he's set free, I hope the streets do justice on him. That's the only way I say let him go. If the streets would be allowed to do justice on him. Because as far as I'm concerned, he's just another bitter milk. See, that's the only reason why I say, hey, let him go. But if not, keep his ass locked the fuck up. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I say let that nigga go. Let that nigga go. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, man. I will be live tomorrow. I already got it set, the same time I normally do, 4:30 Central Standard Time. The baby mama terrorist is what she is. She mastermind. She allowed it. She wrote the blueprint. They all, was involved. While y'all motherfuckers worrying about some black man in a nursing home, which that's a lie as a majority. That's a fucking lie. I want you to understand, men and women with sense, understand that these baby mama terrorists will ride for baby mama terrorists. They are the right hands of white supremacy. They don't give a fuck about you because they call you a pick-me, a mammy, and also a sellout self-hater. And you're a non-baby mama terrorist. So they don't like you just as much as they don't like us. You is just as worse as we are, who call the motherfuckers out and stay away from these low-life motherfuckers. So I'm just telling you, what we got to do is eliminate these motherfuckers out of our picture, out of our lives, out of our way, out of our future, out of our children's lives and everything else. So everybody put the boot emojis in this motherfucker as we evict these low-life motherfuckers out of here. Then I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. And while y'all put the boot emojis in here, I got to give a shout out to Dallas D for the $10 donation. She says, off topic, I saved my Uber driver from putting himself on child support. Good. He was planning on it this week, thinking it would guarantee his visitation. Oh, no, it don't guarantee your visitation. It just guarantee you'll be rewarding the baby mama terrorists. Hashtag FCS. Hashtag good deeds. Yes, put the ones in for Dallas D for doing a real good job. Fuck child support. Yes, don't be no sucker, fool. Shout out to Dallas D one more again. Shout out to Dallas D. That's some good news. That is some good news. Put the ones and the boot emojis in this motherfucker. Yeah, because we got to boot this motherfucker out of our lives, for real. We got to boot. I can't just, she hit the wall big time when she say she prettiness, but I had to, she made me go early with that. But we got to boot this low-life motherfucker out of our lives. Matter of fact, let me let y'all see the fake ass bullshit cry she was doing.
I got her because you sick.
Yeah.
And he said, I didn't want to bother you. So I asked our daughter, would she go help me find Maurice? He said he had a call from a friend that was stuck on side the road in Clarks Hill.
Tripp said.
Yeah, fake crying ass. So yeah, we got to boot this motherfucker out of here now. Yeah.
Hey, look, you ain't paying my motherfucking rent for 9 months. No. Hell no, I don't want no motherfucking sex. I'm Mr. Palmer, bitch. I don't do that sucker shit. You better have my motherfucking money. Fuck ass bitch. What I don't understand, how you be so strong and be so independent and be a bum. Bum, bitch. You got help from government, daddy, and you get them PPP loans. Yet you haven't paid shit, so you need to get gone. Sing with me, y'all. You haven't paid your fucking rent for a whole 9 damn months. Hell no. Got my crib all smelly and nasty from trash and blood. Oh, hell no. Fuck this, get the fuck out. Fuck you being homeless and the least wanted. Here's your eviction notice, so yeah, you need to get the fuck out of here. Your ass getting the big thing. Your ass is about to get the boot. Put the boot emojis in this motherfucker. Your ass getting the big thing. Your ass is about to get the boot. Yeah, I'm feeling this motherfucker. Your ass getting the big thing. Your ass is about to get the boot. We moving all these low like the motherfuckers away. Your ass getting the big thing. Hey, we finna do this on the eviction tip, just like this. Evicted. Your ass is about to get the boot. Boot this motherfucker out our lives. Your ass getting the big thing. Your ass is about to get the boot. Out this motherfucker you go. Your ass is about to get the boot. Low light scum piece of shit. Your ass getting the big thing. Your ass is about to get the boot. When you get these baby mama tears run around talking about black men or men being locked up in nursing homes and shit, I want you to understand that they've been lying to you for a very long time. I want you to understand these ain't numbers of low-lighted ass convicts who like to raise convicts and then have kids with convicts and marry convicts and move them in as convicts.
And you blood for lousy nigga convict.
So on that note, I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is fucking over. Stop the motherfucking cap. Peace. Yeah. Ooh, no. You fucked up a good man. Stop the cap, bragging about you having a man, but you know you're lonely. Stop the cap, saying that you got all the dough, but baby you have no money. The cap, saying that your hair on your head is real, but you know it's not. The cap, wearing some mop that you got from the good old pawn shop. Run around saying baby daddy left, but you know it's not true. You don't do to live off the government, that's what you choose. You fucked up with a good man, you rather be ran through. You know you made a big mistake, leaving here for Section 8. Even though you're living on government daddy, making them your children new happy, claiming you're so strong and independent. You was just like the baby mama terrorist women. Fuck out of here. Even though you're living on government daddy, Section 8, y'all, making them your children new happy, claiming you're so strong and independent. You was just like the baby mama terrorist women. Fuck out of here. Come on. Even though you're living on government daddy, making them your children new pappy, claiming you're so strong and independent. You was just like the baby mama terrorist women. Fuck out of here.
And you blood for a lousy nigga convict.
Yeah. Man, these bitches got me fucked up, man. Baby mama tell her she needs some money. Man, you better go to Walmart. Walmart is always hiring. 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 Wonder holler broke, bitch, you get some child support. Section 8 Obamacare, your ass better sell some dope. I ain't here to save your hope, I'm telling you in the dope. Better save your lean card or a twerking liquor store. Better shake it for Habib, better shake it for Mr. Chan. Better shake it for Tyrone, bitch, I don't give a damn. Matter of fact, only fans don't find your ass a stam. Who was shop and sub, cause bitch, I'm not your fucking man. It's not my fault you got 5 baby daddies with 4 fucking kids and no else to fucking live. Not my problem, better get your ass a job. Go to sleep and trade a pause, better go to fucking Walmart. Walmart is always hiring. 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 Walmart is always hiring.
Off the liquor, bet I hit it. Yeah, I'm sipping on some Henny, going in, aisle 6. Hey, let me get some Remy. I'ma have my dick in there before it even hit me. If you think I'm about to drop a dime, how you know you tripping? For me the pussy free. For your man, you charge a fee. I'ma get up in the guts and you gon' try to have my seeds, and I'ma be a deadbeat. I ain't tell you had that kid. You know I was about to nut, but you kept on riding dick. When it comes to being freaky, bitch, you an all-star, but you always broke. Better holler at Walmart, so you better take direction. Or bitch, take this lesson. Now get up on your knees. I don't wanna hear no questions. Walmart
is always hiring. Walmart is always hiring. Walmart is always hiring. Walmart is always hiring. Walmart is always hiring. Walmart is always hiring. Walmart is always hiring. Walmart is always hiring. Walmart is always hiring.
You go fuck yourself, convict.